Go ahead and say, don't be a sissy and hit it this time.
Yeah. I will say you weren't a sissy last time. You were just being smart. You had a long drive home.
That's what I like to say too. I like to smart.
One with the bike and just kind of wanted like this, like dip the head, you know? Yeah, Ryan! Yeah! No, it's awesome, man. Stoked to have Ryan here. We got this place, and it's nice to come in and do some work when you need it. So,
but TB came through, man. He's got this awesome shop out here in California, and everything I need to get her going. I will say one thing: it's cool to have friends in every different discipline that I do, because everywhere I go, it's like, hey man, can I use your shop real quick and use some bike work?
Stoked. This dude's the general. It's so sick. 2 days ago, he's racing Washougal doing 30-minute motos, and now he's here hitting the quarter pipe. Last weekend, he was doing hard enduros. He's about to go to IST. He's racing flat track. It's like, what can't this dude do? The only thing I haven't seen him on is a street bike, so we got one more thing to check off the list.
Yep. 2 more things: quarter pipe and street bike. TB's private training grounds.
Yeah, this place is rad. After we did the quarter pipe, built it the first year, the ramp, got ready for X Games. I was fortunate enough that they let me do a couple projects out here, so I think the quarter pipe's pretty gnarly. Like, one of those things that, like, it's not something you want to hit all the time, you know? It's kind of when it's time to hit it, you want to get in the mode to hit it, but until that point, it's
you're really building my confidence up here, buddy.
You can't take it for granted, but no, you'll be fine. So I think the coolest part about this place, obviously, there's multiple jumps, there's multiple things to warm up on for him. So we got sick moto track, kind of take him down to the 75. He hasn't hit a ramp in, 10 years maybe. So be cool to get him on the ramp, get the feeling of that thing. There's a sweet little step up after the ramp's pretty fun, 3 different options. So get him jumping, feeling good again. Get the imagination feel back in him, and then get him hyped up on that quarter pipe again. Because I know last year that was the only thing he didn't do at imagination. He came out and crushed all the jumps right away, but he really wanted to hit the quarter pipe.
Man, I wanted to do it so bad last year, and then, I mean, kind of common sense kicked in. Like, you're too old. What are you doing? But I thought about it since then. I'm like. And we got the call that we're going to do Imagination 2.0. I'm like, this is on my list. I got to be able to hit it this year. I get a pass for the first year. I'm a moto guy, never, done anything like that, but I've had enough time now. So give me a day. I'll figure it out, and then we'll hit it.
The woman of the hour, number 42 over there. See her looking all golden in her glory over there. Unfortunately, Justin just fed him, so usually when she's hungry, she gets the old tongue out and looking like the what's up. Fortunately for you guys, I got some clips, so we'll send them on in. Good morning, 42. See that tongue?
Watch all these videos, and like, I'm trying to do the movements, and I mean, with my arms and everything, like I'm on a bike. Yeah, and it looks like you don't. Like, you got to go off it straight. But then, like TB and Axel and those guys, yeah, and they dab. So I'm like, because they're letting the bike go this way, but they're turning their head. So I'm just trying to see it in my head, like see myself do it right and land it right and the whole thing. So
these are the things that make you better at quarter pipe, though. The more you work on it and you know the angles and the adjustments that you need to make for different situations. I think one of the biggest things I take away from it, there's a lot of guys out there, freestyle guys, a lot of gnarly moto dudes that I brought to this thing, and a lot of people don't want to hit it. So it's really cool to see, like, be able to take someone that comes from a racing background and is willing to learn, to be open to learn it. So that's really cool, and we're gonna give her the best shot. Fortunately enough, I've had quite a bit of time on this thing, so do my best to be the coach this time. It's me all the time when I sit at the bottom zone, because I just envision it so much in my head over and over again of how it's gonna work, that come to game time, it usually works out how you envision it for the most part. So
See, that's why I'm doing it in my head over there, doing my dance moves, because I believe the same thing, man. I got to see it in my head over and over, and then it usually works out kind of like I imagined.
It's like it
Yeah, it might have like
just dug down in the back a little bit.
back this way and then push it in.
Yeah,
TB's so cool,
like
dude. Like, one of his buddy calls up and says, I want to learn quarter pipe. He's out here changing this whole setup for me.
I think that'd probably be good because it would kind of work its way in the dirt, you know?
It's like being back home. Junky equipment, just putting in the work, man. If you want to ride, you got to do the work. This jump looks stupid. That left line, like, looks as steep as a quarter pipe. How are you even gonna go anywhere? But I'll just watch him hit it and then I'll follow him. It's usually how it works.
Just kind of keep a straight line. The more you like turn, it's very exaggerated. Like this isn't like a dirt ramp. It's obviously the expanded metal over that thing, so it's pure traction all the way off. Like you want.
Yeah, this place is awesome. They've done so much out here.
So crazy, huh?
Yeah, the closer we get, it's exciting and nervous at the same time. Cause like I really want to do it, but then it's gnarly, dude. To come up to that thing, to stand at the bottom is gnarly. I can't. It's gonna work out. It looks good, man. I've seen it in my head a couple times. I think it's gonna go well.
Yep, me too. As long as you can see it.
Yeah. Do less.
Yep. But this is, you asked why we call it Chocolate Mountain.
Yeah.
This right here, that's why we call it Chocolate Mountain. You give this place a little bit of water and you got literally chocolate cake on your hands.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Ryan came down, he had some outdoor suspension. Luckily I had a spare set of Supercross stuff, so he took them down to his guy, did a quick little touch up on them and threw that on. So that's pretty much, he's running the same motor that he had at Washougal and just threw that suspension on. Same with mine. I kind of set my suspension up for quarter pipe. I mean, you could tell with that quarter pipe, it's very steep. So I think, you know, you need it to be very stiff for that quick transition at the bottom. So I kind of build my suspension more for the quarter pipe and then I kind of just adapt on the 75. So I kind of got a little motor work done to mine just because I like that torque off the ramp. So yeah, it's pretty much our setups. I try not to reinvent the wheel too much, just give it a little more oomph in the motor, give it a little more torque at the bottom, and then yeah, just have more or less a Supercross and stiffer setup, and it seems to work pretty well generally everywhere. So I'm super stoked that like this place, like you can see there's pretty much a little bit of everything to ride, so it's gonna be fun to get up there and get him back on a ramp again, and I'm sure he's gonna hit that thing a few times and he's gonna be fired up to go hit the quarter again.
Go ahead and say, don't be a sissy and hit it this time.
Yeah. I will say you weren't a sissy last time, you were just being smart. You had a long drive home.
That's what I like to say too. I like that. I'm glad I got this suspension on.
Like, you know what I mean? You'd have to go really fast to go all the way to the bottom.
Yeah. Freaking high, dude.
Did I?
Yeah.
I used to go higher on it,
It
though,
looks
for
cool,
sure.
though. I'm full boner in.
It's so fun, though, huh?
A little bit faster and I'd have
Just a
been
tad
perfect.
bit, and it's like funny because that tad bit faster, it's not going to put you super far out either. I feel like if you hit it a little harder, it doesn't put you any further out. It just like pops you up a little higher.
Yeah, I was like, felt like I was falling to the right a little bit, but then it kind of straightened out.
Yeah, right. On this one, like you saw the one when it turned pretty good, I was a little more aggressive with it. This one, you're gonna wanna you want to stay, it just like I said, keep those wheels in line as you come off, but like you're gonna want to like lean with it, you know, and like get it to turn. Just for the sake, just for the sake, just for the sake. Like a bit of a turn down, you know, and you can kind of hold it and pop it in, but it's those small margins that like you don't want to do it too early, because if it's still hooking on the ramp and you get your butt above it, it's going to want to stop your rotation a little bit, you know? One with the bike and just kind of want to like this, like dip the head, you know? The general for no reason, man. Hey, he rides everywhere. Like,
that was gnarly.
Really good, dude. God.
Thanks,
you're the man, dude. I love it. That was insane. Like a lot of people that I've seen hit it for the first time, it's like they always tend to get the in swing or whatever. Like you did that really well, and it felt like it was a little bit towards the end. But if you just do, like tell yourself, just ride off that thing and trust it, and just don't do any quick sudden movements. Just ride off of it like that and turn the head. The bike will follow. It's that head and that bit of shoulder, like it's cool.
That's the craziest feeling, man.
Craziest feeling ever, huh?
Like that's not even natural. Like it shouldn't be possible to do that.
Everything that we've ever learned from growing up racing moto, it's totally
backwards.
Ass backwards, so.
Oh man,
it's a cool feeling, and it's something like you can't explain that feeling, right?
Yeah, I can't explain the fear when I was like, oh no, it's not gonna work.
something to be said about facing your fears, though, man. That was cool. Like a lot of times when you get to that point and it's like, oh crap, it doesn't feel like it's coming around, you tend to like just like stiffen up, and then that's when it really starts to come in on you. You know, it's all about that, like just staying strong with your core off of it, like turning that head, and then just letting the bike do its thing. Like,
hey, so it was rotating just
proud
fine.
of you, yeah.
I just kind of like started to twist.
I think it's just that first nerves too, but just remember, like each time, like this isn't something like, okay, you get a few and it's like you start to get the nerves start to go away, your heart rate goes up, and your like amp levels are up a little more. You just got to remember, like, breathe and remember what you did. You got to be calm. Like the less you do, the better it is. Yeah. That time you like started to turn before you got to the top. It's almost like you're like kind of like shorter like that. It's a lot harder to get that consistent every time, because that reaction time is so much different. Like if you kind of just just a little bit more, just, and then just being calm off of it, like. See, that's that feeling when you commit to it. It feels.
Oh my goodness! It rotated so easy.
It rotates so easy, but once you just commit to getting yourself under the bike, you literally can do less. Once you commit to getting under it, you can just commit to just riding off of it, and it just puts you in that motion, right?
That is the wildest feeling in the world.
And it's like the whip. I know, like, it's a foreign feeling to you, but like I'm super comfortable with the 75 ramp, and whip is like kind of my thing right now. So it's like I'm so used to that feeling of being upside down that like in the whips.
This works for you.
It just kind of, it feels super similar. Like when I'm coming off that thing straight and I'm turning my head and looking at the ground, and then I see a clip back afterwards, I'm like, holy shit, I'm upside down, but it doesn't feel like it because it's just, It's that motion. You're never really like looking up and realizing that you're upside down. You're just spotting that landing.
That one was wild because I tried to go as straight as I could and I just hung off it, but then I was like, oh man, like I'm endoing, but then it just landed like
that's why this landing being steep, like you can get that nose in and it's so smooth when you get it. You know?
Yeah. That was wild.
Hey, that was so sick. There it is. There it is. Dialed. See how you committed, you went straight, you waited, and it wasn't like, oh shit, like over corrected. It was super, you were super smooth off of it and you came in right, 2 wheels right in line. Woo. Gotta just let the thing do its course. Like, don't like, when you're coming off, like your instinct is just to like, you know, you're like he's saying, you're more like you're trying to 180 the bike. You just gotta let it ride off and then it, the motion just happens, you know?
Yeah.
You were easily probably 10 feet above that.
I'll take 10.
And I'd say that with that last one and how sideways you landed it and you got out of that clean, that's a success.
Yeah, I'm gonna be smart. I'm old now, I gotta be smart. I don't have to sit around and think about that I didn't do a freaking quarter pipe.
Yeah.
And when we get to imagination, I'm gonna do it again. I got a few other fish to fry before then, so. But
right.
I felt it once, so, well, twice, 3 times maybe, so.
I'd say though, like, it's such a new thing, right? Quarter pipe, like you're probably one of maybe 20 people in the world that have hit one. No joke. Like, it's scary, dude.
Yeah, it's super scary. Well, I'm happy I was able to do it, not die. Thanks for helping me out, man. Coming out here.
Man. They don't call you the general for a reason, man. It's cool to see, like, you always step up to a challenge
and this feeling's cool, like,
yeah.
When I've been scared, like, this whole time, like, terrified, but when you make it, it's cool, but now I'm scared again, so I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah. I think we got 1 Red Bull left, so we might have to rock, paper, scissors for that on the ride over. Yeah, no, he gets it. He gets it. This is the man right here. This is Kendall. Kendall was the one that helped me build the quarter pipe, helped me build the fish bowl, helped me build the ramp. So he's the one that started all at this place. Stoked we got this call right at this time because he's been saying how long he wants to hit the quarter pipe. And
oh yeah, you should do it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Boom. It's a wrap.